just put, you want these three?
Hey y'all, this is our first time going live on our TNT podcast platform. On Facebook, we're on my personal TikTok. We're on are we getting some people on there? Hey y'all. Hey, welcome. Awesome. Happy New Year.
Hey everybody, Happy New Year.
Have we been back since it's the New Year?
I think we did. Last Friday we were on, right? No?
I don't know. We had a winter storm.
It was winter storm.
I hope you got... I didn't get any snow. Did you get snow?
No, I did not get any snow. I did not get any snow. I did not.
They had us all roused up in Dallas, Fort Worth. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of us didn't even get any snow.
I went to the store and stocked up on everything. I stocked up.
Well, you know what? Let's see. Does that just say lost connection?
Yes, it did.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, you guys. It said lost connection. We so sorry. You know what? That's okay. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get through.
Are we really lost?
It's okay. You know why? We lost connection. TikTok's it's gonna be gone anyway Sunday.
Seriously, y'all. Do you think TikTok is going away?
What do y'all think?
I mean, come on now. Who's gonna come save the day? What do y'all think?
Girl.
What do y'all Facebook people think?
Hey, Elon saved Twitter. I think he needs to save TikTok. He saved Twitter because he said he wanted them to have freedom of speech.
Right.
TikTok is exactly that. Mm-hmm. He needs to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right? Don't y'all agree with me?
I don't know. Sister. What do you think?
Hey, DC Mac, welcome. Hey.
Thanks for joining us, y'all, today. Today is, you know what? We're talking about a different topic today. You know, it's, I don't want to call it heavy, it's something that needs to be talked about, right? I mean, because trauma is happening in relation. What?
Somebody says they're already a citizen on Red Note. Listen, I tried to get on Red Note. Did you download?
I haven't done it yet. What? This is the question. Isn't it owned by a Chinese company too?
I don't even understand the point. It's the same people that own TikTok.
So why do we have to give up?
I have no idea.
Johnny, why do we have to give up TikTok?
I have no freaking idea.
I'm confused at this whole process. Can anybody elaborate why they feel it necessary for us to do this? Anybody?
I'll tell you what I think it is.
What is it?
Freedom of speech. Because on TikTok, I have learned so much on TikTok. Mm-hmm. Hi, Frankie. Hi, Banks. And yay, you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, we appreciate you guys so much.
Today.
Oh my God. It's going down.
Sis.
It's
First of all, okay, hold on. I got to do this before we go any further.
What?
Can you get them glasses?
Where did I get these glasses?
I need those in my life.
Girl, these are on Amazon, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Prime. You have Prime, right?
Oh, yes, honey. Can't live without it.
It's about that money. So who's getting the money? You're saying TikTok's going away because we're not getting the money?
No, I think TikTok's going away because there were so many people making money and because there's also so much
y'all
information.
Paying taxes on that money?
Oh, my goodness. Look.
Are we TNT podcast? But y'all, thank you. This is the first broadcast from the TNT podcast. Is it called the link? What's it called? The handle? What's it called?
Girl, I got love handles. I got love handles.
Lord have mercy. Today, y'all, we're talking about the impact of historical trauma on relationships because there's some historical things that are generational curses that are actually affecting relationships and people may not be aware of it.
Why would you get in my wheelhouse? You know I love topics like this.
I know.
She know her sister.
I
love topics like this.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys. Hey, I'm so sorry.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Welcome back. We missed you guys last Friday because of the cold, snowy conditions in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Girl, it wasn't nothing but a bunch of rain and some slush.
Well, depending on what side of town you were on.
Right.
So this could be our last TikTok. We're trying to get situated, y'all. Yeah. Our last TikTok live podcast, but do not despair, y'all. We have set up on Facebook. So for everybody who may be interested, every Friday we're still going down. It doesn't matter.
We're on Facebook. We've got
TNT podcast.
TNT podcast.
But that's not the live. Just go catch all of it
lives
on YouTube. But for the purposes, if TikTok ain't here next week, join us on Facebook. How about that? And then they keep playing with us. We're gonna go to IG
thank you,
too.
Producer.
Okay, we appreciate it.
Hey Tamara, thank you for joining us and watching on Facebook.
Hey y'all, let's talk. Do in the comments if you would. What, in your opinion, due to relationships, what kind of traumas do you think, maybe not you, but whoever you've been dealing with has been dealing with? So that's what we're going to talk about. Do you think it's something that was from, we're going to share some stats with them and just talk about maybe why you might be having some issues in your relationships today. It could be based upon our history. What do you think?
I think it is based upon our history. I think it's actually based upon everything that we went through from slavery, from splitting up families to Jim Crow. When you look at it, all of those things, and y'all don't get it twisted. Those things are still in play.
Hold on, let's see. Oh, hey, thank you, LaTerrence. Some relationships have to do with body health, looks, when your age, at your heart.
Brittany.
I'm not sure what else that says, producer. But you're saying it's about your body? What's he saying?
Some relationships have to do with body health when you're at age. With heart. Oh, we're going to get our producer to read all of that because it cuts it off.
The last thing says stay attractive.
And say, okay, so you think that's generational or something? Or
wait a minute. Hold on. I'm going to help you with that. I'm sorry. Generationally, so you're trying to say ugly is generational?
No, I'm not going to say talk for you, but no. I think he could be talking about the unhealthy lifestyles or eating that affect your body that can then affect you in relationships. LaTerrence, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but that's where I'm pulling from this because it is about our eating habits, perhaps. It's about how we take care of our bodies, and that can affect the attractiveness in relationships.
What does that have to do with the white man taking the black man out of the home back in the day? That's what I thought we were talking about today. I thought that's
we
what
get
we were
to talk
talking
about whatever y'all want to talk about. Some women lose faith in shape, but the heart is more beautiful than. You know what?
That's it.
Now,
that's true.
I hope that's
you redeemed yourself.
You
I
have,
love that.
But I hope that's how men are selecting who they want to, who they go after by the women's heart.
Why did someone just ask, "Do we work for Apple?"
What?
He said, "Do you work for Apple?"
No, we work for ourselves.
Are they hiring?
We're entrepreneurs. I work in real estate. She works in title. So no, we don't work for Apple, but we might as well because we're always on. Seems like these doggone iPhones.
Oh my goodness, I love that.
What's that?
I wish I could say that. Miss Jones said, "Well, nobody ever catcalled my heart when I was walking down the street." Just saying,
"Girl, your heart, your heart is pumping good.
They can't see your heart."
Look, that's a great comment. Hey, y'all, on the TikTok Live podcast, please, thank you for joining us. Yes. We appreciate you so much. If you'd like to make a comment, we are talking about the impact of historical trauma on relationships today. Okay?
A woman must be educated in good shape. There you go.
Okay, drink water every day. We appreciate your comment very much. Let's give them some stats. What do you want to drop on them first?
Well, 16.9 of black families are in poverty. Can y'all believe that? 16.9.
You're saying 69.9% of all black families are in poverty?
They're in poverty.
And do you think that has to do with historical trauma? Let's bring it all together. How?
Because
let's talk about it.
You have to think about it. When women when they first introduced like welfare, right?
Yeah.
In order for women who needed assistance to actually get assistance, the black man could not be in the home.
Ooh, okay.
And that's still today.
Today.
Now, granted, these young whippersnappers don't abide by it because them jokers are in there.
Right.
But they're not supposed to be. But let's talk about that. So what are some of the comments? Professor, do you nurture your kids?
Okay, well,
well,
I'm not sure what we're talking about here.
I think they doing that between each other. She said Professor X. We missed that. Y'all,
okay, we sorry. We can't get every comment, y'all. And on Facebook, make sure you're checking out those. Yes. So what you're saying is because of... Bring that back together, Tina.
Oh, Jordan said they don't have credit. That's why I need to hit me up. Oh, nice plug for yourself, y'all. That's Jordan.
If y'all need credit repair, Jordan, reach out to Jordan on Facebook. Jordan, thank you for that. Because that is generational curse. That bad credit history. So back to what you were saying about it. Think about it. They actually didn't allow the African American male to stay in the home. For them to actually get subsidy, and so they had to be outside of the home. So and that's the thing. That still is today. That's today. But so let's look at this. So if the man is outside of the home, really, can women make it on what the government was giving them? No, they cannot. So of course, then what happens? Then your sisters start doing better for themselves, going to school, becoming educated. Then they start making the money, start making the bank. Yes. Then you look at it from this standpoint. Then they got to the point where they're thinking, I don't need a man. Y'all, that's not me. That devil is a lie. That's a lie. I need a man. We're not talking about you and I need. Oh, I'm sorry. I got backstage. But I need one. I'm just saying. Hello, Aaron. Applications are being accepted. Yeah. Anyway, so let me go back to topic. Okay. Our producer put your information in. The producer will get that. Yeah, we appreciate it. But you're right about that because it then breeds. I don't know. Let's talk about all the women today that are college educated that make more money now. How do you think? I think that has impacted even that skewed perception.
It did. And I agree with you 100%. And this is what bothers me. Just because a brother makes less than you, don't mean you need to look down on him. So our sisters need to stop that. Somebody said in this society it takes two. Sometimes, baby, it takes 4 or 6 to make it in this economy. Yes, it does.
2 are way better than 1. That's biblical. That is biblical. Okay. But I think because of some of the generational traumas that have happened with families being torn apart, particularly in slavery, that has unfortunately over the generations impacted many families, particularly in the Black community.
But we're still in shackles. It's here. It's in our mind. We're still in not me. I'm not in shackles anymore. You're not. We broke that. We're entrepreneurs. We broke there. Yes. And not only that, y'all, we understand the position of a man in the household.
Well, okay. So I love talking about that because a lot of people mistake when you are an independent woman, you're making your own money, that when it comes to being in a marriage that you are not willing to be submissive or you're not willing to let the man be the provider and take the lead, because a man being a provider is not just about the finances.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not. Emotional. It's the security.
Yes.
It's all of that. So
intertwined.
It's intertwined. It's not just the money. So when people are sitting here asking, what do you bring to the table? You have to ask yourself. Sometimes women, what we're looking for, we need to ask ourselves,
leading the family to Jesus, exactly.
Lead it. Oh my God! Somebody make that comment.
Yes, living.
Wait, so that
definitely, it's just not the money. You're right about that.
Somebody said we sound so lonely. Are we lonely?
Absolutely not. We have a very full life.
No, I'm living
here's
life.
We have a very full life, but we talk about things that other women come talk to us about. We talk to about with one another. So no, it's not about being lonely whatsoever. No, maybe they are lonely. That's why they joined us today. So welcome. We appreciate you so much.
There's a difference between being lonely and being alone.
Oh.
I'm alone. I'm not lonely. Okay, I just want to clarify.
So let me ask you something, Tina. What kind of generational habits that can people break in their relationships?
Really?
Yeah. What can we do at our level in relationships, and what can everybody do to make sure they're not falling into the traps of the past?
It starts with knowledge and recognizing that, because sometimes we want to actually look outward, but really the problem is inward, and we need to take a look at the person that's in the mirror.
Well, and I don't think a lot of people do that.
No.
Dr. R goes deeper on overcoming it all.
Ooh, who's Dr. R.A.?
Yeah, who is Dr. R.A.? Put a link.
Put a link in there.
Hey, thank you for the flowers and the roses. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for tuning in today.
Thank you.
You know, we love life. We love relationships, and so we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about things that are affecting and impacting relationships. And we have come to, as we read, we study, and in different books, it's talking about some of the curses or some of the things that have happened in the past, and it's about us making a difference in our relationships today.
Making a difference.
And how do we do it? I think it's the awareness of what we're dealing with, number one, because I think a lot of people are in denial.
Oh, somebody asked, look, hey ladies, what do you find attractive in a man? Confidence. And a relationship with the Lord.
Yeah, I mean, that's first and primary, number one. And they're not afraid to show their emotions. And they are very in tune with...
But you have to think about it. Most African-American men do not do that.
African-American men, do you do that? Way outside your nature, women are not recognized as consistent. You will feel another way tomorrow. Well, it will depend on who you picking as a woman, because yes, we are emotional beings. All right, so I don't know who you've been dealing with, but there is consistency, I'm sure, with it depends on what you're talking about. So I'm not sure where he's going. But men, that's one thing that yes, we're looking for is the confidence, assurance, the ability to navigate through storms, some stick-to-itiveness.
Yeah.
What? Come on.
Stick-to-it.
A faith walker. I could go on and on. The list goes on and on.
I think what happens is that people get caught up on superficial stuff.
Give them an example. He's got to be what?
It's true. So as women, we say, oh, I want him to be 6'5". He's got to be everything has to be with 6. He needs to have 6 figures. He needs to be 6'5". He needs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh, people still want to join.
We don't know you like that. So if you want to make a comment, we'll have a guest one day.
We are going to have.
Some men are not grown, and that starts at home. Speak. Well, let's talk about starting at home, because sometimes men don't have men in the home to show them how to be men. Men, let's talk about it.
That, you know what? But still, it stems from the trauma, correct?
Yeah, it does.
When you happen to agree.
I do, because sometimes, because our families were broken up, they don't put in a, I'm not saying all men, but some men don't put the importance of having a family that core family.
Okay, we got to come. Jordan. Men would open up more and show more emotion, and females could actually reciprocate. But what happens is a lot of the time, as men open up to their significant partner, what happens? It gets Jordan.
That's
great
good,
comment.
Jordan. Okay, Jordan on Facebook had a fantastic comment. He's saying when men sometimes open up to women, that is then used against them.
Is that true?
And as like,
hey Shannon,
I hope, Jordan, I'm sorry you're dealing with that. But you know what? We use it as a weapon. We weaponize it. Is that what he's saying? Because we
hey, come on. Now I'm gonna tell you what. I have to admit.
Wait a minute.
I won't use somebody if they've opened up to me in confidence. I'm not going to use that against them. But I've been told I have a mouth full of razor blades sometimes. And I'm praying, and the Lord is working with me on that, because my patience was real short. I have very short patience.
So I think that's some of the trauma, some of the that you're kind of dealing with.
Oh my God, he says men want family, women want competition. Explain that.
Go deeper, please. What does that mean?
I think what he means is that we're trying to compete maybe for their position.
That's a good one. It depends on the woman that you choose, sir. So I would say if you're dealing with a woman who has a powerful job and she's doing this, she's doing that, I would still say she still wants to be loved and adored and cherished. And when she comes home, I don't want to be on all the time.
I can speak for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know when I've been out there working all day, boss this, blah, 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 all that. I want to come home and just be just a wife and a mother. That's it. Those things. Well, I can't really be a mother and my kids are grown, but that's it.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't want to do anything else. And then Kim said over here, this safe space has to be created so both parties can feel vulnerable.
Absolutely.
So I ask, how do you go about creating that safe space?
I think it's an open dialogue and communication, and a desire for both people wanting to do that. Right.
Okay. And Paul said, women say that, but that's not what they really want, because it is practiced. Is perceived as a weakness. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Not that.
You know what I think it is? This is what I always say. I don't know why people aren't matched up with the right ones.
So let's get to some of this. Someone said it takes a man to show a man to be a man, that's true. And then Has says a strong single mother creates a soft son. These men. Wait a minute now. So you're saying, ooh. Okay.
Ouch.
Anyway. Okay. Single mothers who have sons. Okay, because I'm from a single parent family, but I'm a daughter. So, do you agree or disagree that if you're in a single? Okay, that's you, girl.
I have 2 sons.
So talk about that. How do you make sure your sons had the influence of other men in their lives? Because maybe that's what it takes.
I have to say this. You probably are correct.
I'm
gonna tell you why.
Break it down.
I'm really gonna break it down to you, because I have both my sons. My 29-year-old is finally off on his own and doing it. He's getting it together, but it took a moment for him to get there. And then my 19-year-old, who I think he's probably gonna be. He's not soft. He's not soft. He got a lot of his mom in him. He's not. But I did not teach them certain things, because I just, I don't think they learned how to put gas in the car till they were like 16.
Whoa.
So I was dating a guy one time, and he's like, "Why? Your son is."
Yeah.
Why I was on the phone, and he says, "What are you doing?" I said, "Pumping my gas." And he said, "Didn't you say your son was with you?" I was like,
hello.
Yeah. He's like, "Why the hell isn't he out there pumping your gas?" And I got to thinking, I was like, "Wait a minute."
You know what? That's true.
That's true.
Let's get to some of these comments.
Why is this joker pumping my gas?
Reality. Thank you for saying that.
I don't pump gas anymore when he's in the car, by the way. Now he drives me.
We lost that comment. But you know what? I do think it starts at home. It starts at home. Even single women like yourself, just that example that you gave, teaching them take out the trash, fix things, open the door, be chivalrous. Thank you so much for the gifts. We appreciate you guys very much. Thank you. Just those little nuggets can help a man, I'm sure, help a boy become a man. Is that true or not?
I feel like for sure.
Because if they, do you think that is that what you infused in there?
You know what? It upsets me when I hear women say, on Mother's Day, they want Mother's Day. Oh my God, we're getting so many requests for people to join.
Y'all, we're going to have somebody on one day, but not today. Let's go.
On Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Okay.
Some women think they should have both holidays. Girls, sit down somewhere. Take 2 seats. No, you should not have Mother's Day and Father's Day. Now, for those that have deadbeat dads, because y'all know me, I'm shoot it straight.
Yeah.
I get it, right? But for those that actually have men that are present that you may just do a little bit more because the child's with you more often, no, you cannot be a father. Mm-hmm. You are a mother. I don't care what you say. There are going to be skill sets that only a man can teach a man how to be a man,
and only a woman can
teach a woman how to be a woman.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, Jordan. Vulnerability. Help a man. I agree. I would agree with him wholeheartedly on that.
Oh, wow. This is a good examples. Boys and girls need examples for it to resonate. I agree completely. So if you are a single parent and you are dealing with a child of the opposite sex, it is your job to find a mentor for them to emulate and to have that fusion in their life.
Ooh.
What happened?
A man, Kenneth, he said he told his daughter, if a guy does not pump gas or open a door or walk on the outside, you probably would tell him, passing by. I taught my sons to do exactly that. People be looking.
Thank you, Kenneth, for your comment, because that's real.
When I went out to eat with my sons a couple weekends ago. Mm-hmm. We went out to eat. Loved that time with them. Mm-hmm. And it was funny. I was standing at the door, and why was it people walking past looking at me like, why are you still? I'm like, I'm waiting for this young man here to open this door for me.
Yeah.
So it's not seemed like a normal thing, I guess. It's just, I don't get it.
So why do you think 13 is the magic number? Is that just because he's now crossed over to be a teenager versus all along the way? Because he said he thinks 13, he needs a man in his life, basically, to show him.
But I wonder why he thinks like 13.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Maybe at a younger age. Kim said it takes a village. I would agree.
I agree. Great comment.
I agree.
And that's the 100%. Key thing. As a parent, you need to go out and seek that village if you don't have it. A lot of times your village is your family, but you may not have the right person in your family to
everybody wants to jump in on this topic.
That's good though. That's good because it's something that a parent
I'm trying to make sure I look at the comments on
we're sorry about that, guys. We're trying to figure this out.
I need to say this for those of you that say, TikTok may be going away. Make sure you go follow us on our Facebook page. Also, you can download TNT Podcast, the Real Drama Media app. You can download that in the Amazon store and what is it on Roku in their store on the app on TV. And we're there too, so you can catch the reruns and live. But we're adjusting and adapting.
Yes.
Okay.
So if TikTok goes away, somebody's gonna save it. I just believe somebody's gonna save TikTok.
Elon,
come on, now. We just don't know who it's gonna be.
Oh, exactly. And to take out the trash.
Kenneth, thank you for coming today. We like this. His mother taught us to open doors and take out trash. And I have 4 boys by age 7.
Brothers.
He has 4 brothers.
I'm so sorry. I read that wrong.
I was like, 7. Dang.
Wow, and I think it starts at that age where it starts young, immediately,
very
right?
Young.
As long as possible, don't you?
Yeah, area of when you see, can we put them in like programs? Like if there's no significant other in your life and your son needs that fire. First, of course, we got.
I'm gonna seek.
Like if there's no significant other in your life and your son needs that fire. First, of course, we got.
I'm gonna seek out. Like when I was in college, I was in Big Brothers and Big Sisters programs. Seeking out opportunities at church. YMCA may have programs. Big Brothers and Sisters, Boys and Girls Club. Yeah. All of these things can give the mentorship that may be needed in order to help offset what you don't have. And of course, the ones that you have around you who are willing to do that. And if you don't have anyone...
Let's be honest. It's not just important for young men. It's also important for young women. You know why? Because it shows them how a man should treat them. Mm-hmm. Because I think with a single mother raises a man into a man that they wouldn't choose. Oh, that's a powerful statement. You know what though? You may have a point.
I want to go deeper with that. So you that's profound. So you're saying a single raises a man that she wouldn't choose? Oh, yeah. Is that what he's saying? That she wouldn't choose?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Why would you say that?
No, that's not what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Why would you say that? That's very intriguing because you would think that she wants to raise a son that's better than the man that left her, right?
Well, you know what? A lot of them have bitterness. toward their kids' fathers.
Yeah.
I know when I divorced my oldest son's dad, one thing I never did, even though he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do, I never ever
can we pin that one about the moms?
I let him make his own opinion, form his own opinion of his dad. That was very important to me. But I can remember my girlfriends telling me, "Girl, he's not paying child support. He wouldn't see my child." Blah blah. Well, that's not punishing him. That's punishing my son. So I wouldn't do that.
Well, I agree. I'm so sorry. I don't want to cut you off, but
no, go ahead.
Keep listening to this comment. What about moms who call their adult children a child instead of sons and daughter? Child. Don't get me started.
Please don't, because I know I've dated people that still live with their mother.
Well, wait a minute now. In Texas?
In Texas.
Oh. I was like, maybe in New York or California.
And I found out he was driving his mother's car. Now I get it.
Did you get that? Why did you get that?
No,
what did you get about it?
I don't want to, because maybe he fell on hard times. It's one thing to fall on hard times. Mm-hmm. It's another to lay there and wallow in it.
True. So,
you know what I mean?
Pierre, let's go deeper with that comment, because I'm not sure where it's coming from. Is that something that you have dealt with or dealt with before? That's very interesting. Is that something that resonates with you when you are, I don't know if you're married or dating, and if they do that, I want to go. I'm not sure where he's going with that. I'm not sure where he's going with that.
Kim said over here that his generation had coaches that stepped up, and they did. But now, they're so limited on what they can do. And it says a boy has to see a man to become a man. And then, hey, evangelist. God bless you abundantly in the mighty name of Jesus. Blessings from, oh my God, we got somebody from Pakistan watching.
Wow, thank you. Hey, Pakistan in the house. Thank you so much, Apostle Deborah, for joining. Today we're just talking about unhealthy traumas that may affect relationships today, and how and what we can do about it.
Okay, comment. Granny said you do too much for a child, they end up hating you for it.
Really? Who was Grant? Is that true? What happened to you? Yeah, so you're referring to a mom who wouldn't let their adults grow up. I agree. It's terrible when that happens, because it affects so many things. If you're not teaching your child to be an adult, and then that perpetuates with their children. You see what I'm saying? That's part of the trauma that we're talking about. That becomes a generational curse.
I love what I didn't get his name, but thank you for that comment. He said child support doesn't make them a father. That's exactly
you ain't
right.
Lying.
And let's keep it real. Most of the time, what you're getting in child support doesn't cover the living expenses of the child anyway. For me, it was about my son having a relationship with his father, because I realized how important that was. Just because we didn't get along, he had nothing to do with that. And so I think that even when we talk about the trauma in our communities,
yes,
you see, I've seen sisters that use the children as a pawn.
Ladies, if you do that, stop.
Don't do that. Don't stop.
That's hurting the child more than anything.
Yes, don't do that. Do not. And so these are all traumas that stem, I think, from the separation of families during slavery. But we have to ask ourselves, when are we going to break the shackles?
I think it takes self-reflection. A lot of the times people don't even realize what they're doing, right?
I think so.
And I think honesty is the best policy. And I think in relationships, people are not transparent enough, and they don't really go deeper. And let's get to it. A lot of people don't want therapy.
I love this. Somebody said, Kim said, 20 minutes over $20. I would rather have the 20 minutes. $20 is not going to do much. You're exactly right. And then Jordan said, women have a checklist of the perfect man, but let's take it a step back. And what if men had that checklist? Would you be...
Wait a minute.
You as a woman... See, that's what I just said. You have to ask yourself, do you possess the things that
you're asking for? Yeah. And a lot of times people do not.
They don't.
Trauma wasn't even a word. Trauma was their mental health, because I think it's particularly in the Black community, it has been kind of we don't talk about that. That's kind of for white people.
Girl, you pray about it.
Yeah, and
take it to the Lord in prayer. And the Lord maybe said, take your behind up there.
He sent all these ways and vehicles to help you, and you said no.
He gave him that skill set.
Exactly.
Sis. Right?
Exactly.
But let's talk about that. I don't mind telling you about it. I've sought therapy. I've been to therapy. I had to go to grief therapy. I had to go to therapy for other things. Yeah. And matter of fact...
Kenneth, thank you for saying that. You're right.
Thank you, Jordan. Patrice Dunn was my therapist. She's a great therapist, by the way. She called herself The Truth. And let me tell it to you, Sister Girl gonna give you the truth, whether you want it or not.
So guys, put in the comment, do you think mental health, now that it is no longer, we can't talk about it, but now in the forefront, do you think a lot of people suffer from the inability to get help like that?
Oh my God, look at this. TikTok is a third.
Well, that's why we're here.
That's why we're here. Do you think that's why they're taking it away? Maybe too people are getting too much help?
Maybe.
Maybe. It's all these free therapy sessions.
Exactly.
It's all these free therapy sessions.
Could be. So the point I'm making, though, is with mental health being such a priority right now, do you think people are not taking advantage of all the resources, Tina? Do you think they're not taking advantage of getting the help that they need so that they can be better themselves? And they're always just continuing to point the finger at somebody else?
There's a stigma with it. Think
why?
about it.
Why?
I know growing up in some families, we always had that relative that people said, that's just how he is, or he's special.
He's special.
And they needed therapy. They need some of them. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. In my family, they need medication. Some of them need medication. You just have to just say it. We're gonna miss
it too. We're gonna miss this app if it goes away. Yeah.
Yeah. We're exactly. And oh my gosh, Elon needs to buy it. He bought Twitter, and I don't even like Twitter. I'm sorry, I don't like Twitter. Over here, we have someone that asked for us to pray for their son who's disabled by birth. Consider it done.
Absolutely. Thank you for that.
Make sure on Facebook the comments are saved. Oh, you want prayer for him now? Okay. So
what is this now?
He wants prayer. He wants to pray for his son. So let's just take.
What specifically would you want? What about that though? So we can. That's a general prayer. Father God, please, provide provision and support and encouragement. Or is it a specific need that you would like for us to pray about? Because y'all, the power of prayer is real, and when two or more come together to pray, then that it's much more effective if we understand exactly the need. So we're all about prayer. We are prayer warriors. We are about prayer, and that is fantastic. So give us some more insight as to how we need to pray, and we will. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you so much.
Yes, and you guys, hey Connie. Please,
hey, Connie Realtor.
Definitely go share.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys so much.
Thanks.
We come on every Friday at 11:30 a.m. We come on every Friday at 11:30 a.m. Well, we have been on TikTok just to talk about stuff. And today we're talking about, has the traumas of the past affected our relationships and who we are today? And our answer is probably yes. When you look at some of the statistics that have impacted, is particularly the Black community, it's astounding.
He says, I want to read this real quick. Okay. Everyone talks about trauma, but I really think as an individual, it's up to you to make excuses and put on your big boy or big girl panties on and change your life and stop using, I guess, trauma as a fuel. Yeah. I'm just saying people use trauma as an excuse to be where they're at. No, I think I think some people do. Maybe. They use it as he's saying they use it as a crutch. Yeah. Hey, Larry. Hey, Jonathan. He's saying they use it as a crutch.
So, yeah,
You're
what?
so welcome.
Here's this. I stayed in a marriage for 23 years, and my kids are still going through this. It's killing them. And I'm not sure if you're talking about the trauma of you all not being in a loving relationship. I'm not sure if that's what you're saying. No, there's
traumatic childhood traumas that people go through. I think some people still suffer from abandonment issues, and some people have daddy issues.
Yes.
Some and mama issues.
Yes.
I mean,
and refuse to get, or maybe they're not aware that they need help.
No, some people are aware.
Some people...
They're aware. They know.
Do you think people don't do it because I can't afford to?
I think that may be an issue. And I also think somebody just put a comment, Obi Flowers. She said people hate to be judged by their peers when it comes to mental health because they think people are going to say, oh, she's crazy. Oh, she's this. Well, I'll tell you guys, I actually suffer from depression.